Welcome to the Pool Nation podcast, where it's all pool talk. And we ain't talking about netting and jetting or splashing and dashing. We're talking about becoming a nation of pool pros. We talk about the latest products, trends, and training in the pool industry. Now let's welcome your host, with over a decade of industry insider experience and still the reigning champion of Marco Polo, Edgar De Jesus, and his co-host, John JJ Flawless, the fastest netter in the West, and Zach the Pool Boy Nicholas.
Welcome, everyone, to the Pool Nation Live podcast. I'm your host, Edgar De Jesus, and yes, I am the reigning champion of Marco Polo, along with John JJ Flawless, the fastest netter in the West, and the famous Zach, the Pool Boy Nicholas. Today, we're talking about the tea we're going to spill soon, kind of give out some little details about that. And we're also going to talk about the Pool Nation Awards. We're going to break down the categories, anywhere from Trainer of the Year, Sales Rep of the Year, to Trailblazer of the Year. And we're going to talk about what it takes to be able to win. We're going to talk about when and where it all goes down this year, how to put your name forward for somebody who's earned it, and why the best pool pros in the business almost never nominate themselves. But before we do that, I want to welcome everyone to our live podcast, a podcast where it's all pool talk. And we ain't talking about netting and jetting or splashing and dashing. We're talking about becoming a nation of pool pros. And yes, we will talk about the latest products, trends, and training in the pool industry. But before we get started today, we want to thank our amazing visionary partners for helping us continue to bring education and conversations like this to the industry. Thank you to the SPPA, Blu-ray XL, Aquastar Pool Products, Natural Chemistry, Raypack, Heritage Pool Supply, Hayward Pool Products, Encore Brands, Poolside Tech, Pool Brain, Nidec, and Encore Filtration. Thank you for your continued support. Mr. Grandfather in Waiting. What's going on, Mr. Flawless?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well.
We're still on Baby Watch 2026.
We are on Baby Watch, and it is coming down to the wire here.
Yeah.
So on pins and needles over here, trying to figure out when this is going to happen, but more importantly, trying to somehow schedule it so that it happens to fall on a weekend, preferably. But I don't know if that's going to happen, but we shall see. But I'm pretty positive that by next podcast, right, we'll be talking about baby Shelby and bringing her into this world. And
if we were smart, we would have had Thalia on the podcast today.
Yeah, we could do that, but she is ready to go, if you know what I mean. Women, when they're pregnant and they've reached their limit and they're like full term,
it's like you just
don't care, dude. Right?
Yeah,
it's just like hurry up. Poor thing. We had everybody over last night. We were watching a movie, and it's funny because all our kids, none of the great movies they've ever experienced, especially when we were younger and we watched them, and so we force feed them quality movies like Rocky. You know what I mean? Rocky, right? You know what I mean? Like,
we're like, you've got to watch this cool movie.
Stuff like that, just so that they can experience them. But we had them over last night for a movie, and you can just see her. She is just like all fed up. She's like,
oh yeah,
turning red, can't get comfortable. She's just, come on, hurry up, ready to go. So I don't know if she'd be in the greatest mood to have her on the podcast, but
that's
probably the best
to have her on, bro.
Probably. If anything, you go like, that's his daughter. That's for sure. You know what I mean?
Either that, or you were able to say something stupid, and she was like, "You guys are just idiots."
Yeah, no. Maybe we'll bring her on the live before.
We should have her on the live on Wednesday. Yeah. That would be so funny. That'd be so awesome. Really cool. Especially for everybody that's got squares.
Yeah. It's out there. It's getting pretty crazy out there. Yeah.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a week.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
And that flew by, John.
Yeah, it did. We were just talking about it. It felt like yesterday or 2 weeks ago. I remember the conversation that we had, and it was weird because we kind of did our thing. Usually on Thursdays, I ride with Mama and I go help her out, and we go check on pools and other things and do new home quotes and stuff. And after that, we end up going out to dinner or going to get something to eat. And we wanted to go to California Pizza Kitchen that day, and we went there. But Mama was acting a little weird. And I'm like, oh, all right, something's going on, right? Because everybody's afraid to tell me news, right? You know what I mean? They're just like, and they wait and they try to avoid, if something happens, fix it real quick before it gets to me.
Yeah.
But this is obviously, how do you fix this, right? You can't avoid this. But clearly remember that day, and we were sitting there and I'm like, what's going on? And I wasn't expecting that. And when she told me that, it definitely hit me like a ton of bricks. But ever since that moment, I swear time has just completely flown by. And here we are 7 months later. I'm about ready to be a grandpa. And I know I keep talking about it every week, but I'm excited, guys. This is really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. So I just wish that she's going to be healthy and she comes with no issues. And I can't wait to bring her home. And she's not a designer, right? But we have one of our rooms she's already cleared out, and she's already interior designing it for Shelby, and you know what I mean, and turning it into a baby room and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, I haven't. So anyways.
No, that's awesome. Hey, big shout outs here really quick, Mr. Brian Croissant, because he made fun of me because I was doing that. But I want you to see this, John. He sent this picture. He is working from home and he has us up on the TV. So big shout out
What's up, Brian?
Big shout out to our boy Brian out there. Brian, that rain this morning was absolutely insane, just completely insane. We hadn't had that rain that good and that long for a long time. So anyways, Jeanette, good morning. Mr. Aaron Martin, see y'all next week. So Aaron with Hayward Pool Products, we are doing a marathon on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to that. We're doing a marathon. I guess I shouldn't spill too much of the tea with them, right? So, but hey, Aaron, looking forward to it next week. A lot of these pool pros that I have talked to are just absolutely amazing. And I am looking forward to it. Let's see. Loud thunder and lightning. Yeah. So I was driving towards Dallas, John, and it was really crazy where you would get 3 or 4 of them down at the same time. You'd see the lightning coming all the way down. And then Jeanette is saying to you, John, I'm so happy for you all. It's the bestest. So now the thing is, John has not allowed us to tell him Gramps. He gets angry every time that we bring it up, but now he's not going to have a choice because he truly isn't going to be a Gramps. So
yes, exactly.
He was angry. He was like, you can't do that until the baby's here. Shut up and blah, blah, blah. Well, okay. But maybe in about a week we change. It's no longer going to be JJ. It's going to be Grandpa JJ is what it's going to be. So anyway, so hey, everybody out there, thank you so much for joining us. It has been it's definitely a pool man holiday out in the Dallas area. It's been raining cats and dogs and lightning and thunder. John, that little creek river thing that we have was almost like right to the bottom of that bridge. That's how crazy it was today. So
wow.
And then let's see, Corey is saying, who won the bet? No, the bet is still going because the baby's not here yet, Corey. So that's kind of coming along. So stay tuned for all of you that had squares with regards to the date. So anyways, John wanted to talk about a couple of things. We have the Women's Summit that's coming right around the corner. And that is going to be the 19th, 20th, and 21st of August. The 19th is going to be the VIP experience. They are going to get first crack at the tea that we're going to talk about. But then the 20th and the 21st, we are over at Heritage headquarters. We're going to be out there with the women for the Women's Summit, and they are completely sold out. Jeanette is saying, not here. I got no rain and 1 thunderclap. Jeanette, it was freaking like streets were flooded. Oh, John, this is how bad it was, which I can't say. You know the road that we take and it kind of goes under the bridge and you make a left to go onto the freeway?
Yeah.
Right? That whole thing was shut down and it was a river. Like literally, you know how when you make that left on that stop sign?
Yeah,
it's over a bridge, so you kind of come down off the freeway, and it goes down.
What you're talking about. Yeah.
It was literally shut down, and it was just flooded, just going completely over it, and it was insane. So I had to go all the way around and take a long route. That's how much rain we got.
That's nuts.
So in that area. Alicia Stevens is saying, "Can't wait for the Women's Summit. We can't wait to see you." But here's the thing, Alicia. I get to see you in a couple of weeks. I get to see you on the 30th, right around the corner before the Women's Summit.
Train the Trainer?
Yeah, Train the Trainer, which is right around the corner, Alicia. But Alicia's all like, yeah, but I'm not excited to see you, Edgar. I'm excited for the Women's Summit. So, you know what, Alicia? I get it. I get it. So anyways, we're really excited about that. Women's Summit is absolutely sold out, but we're definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The other thing that we want to talk about is we have been kind of talking that we're going to spill a little bit of tea, and we have an official date, and that is going to be August 7th. Let's see. Doreen is saying no one is more excited than I am, LOL. And Alicia's saying, I'm always excited to see you, but more excited to see Doreen. Wow. Shots fired this early, Alicia. Wow. You know what, John? I'm going to have to get even for that one because that one hurt.
Yeah,
I think I wouldn't have taken it personal I prefer to see the Women's Summit, but she took a straight shot at me.
Yeah, she did, but that's okay.
Man,
that's okay.
Wow. Shots fired, Alicia. I'm going to remember that one. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get even, Alicia. I am going to get even. Here, listen to this, John.
Look, so maybe we can attack this head on here.
You wait, Alicia.
All she's saying is that people can have their fill of you. You know what I mean?
They could fill a cup and be done.
And you know what I mean? And you got enough energy and you know what I mean to go around, but after a certain point, it's okay.
We've had enough. We've had enough. Yeah, it's yes. I know. I get it.
Doreen is a fresh breath of air.
A better balance.
Yes.
And she's got the energy, but then so here's what I'm going to do, John, because I took that one personal from Alicia. Alicia, that one stung a little bit. So here's what I'm going to do, Alicia, is I am going to do your introduction over into the Women's Summit. So I will come and introduce you, and then I will play a special song for you for your intro. So it might be a little Phil Collins or something like that. So be prepared. You're going to hate me, but you know what? I'll get even. Hey, David Jones, I get to see you guys twice this week. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And then right back at you, Alicia, is what Doreen is saying to Alicia. And look at this, Mr. Howard Pringle. Hi, Edgar first. See? And then hi, John. Let's go.
What's up, Howard?
Let's go. Alicia, it is going to be Phil Collins, and it's going to be, I don't even remember. John, what's the name of the song where he goes, the drums, from Phil Collins?
Air in the Night or whatever it's called.
Something like that, right? Yeah. So that's going to be my intro for you, and you're going to kill me, but you know what? I'm going to get even. So Alicia, but I love you too, by the way. So anyways, we are talking about the tea that we're going to spill. It's going to be August 7th out in Dallas, Texas. It is going to be
epic.
It's going to be something that is going to rock the industry a little bit. In the air tonight is what Brian
See, I was right.
Saying. Yeah, in the air tonight. That's your intro, Alicia. That's the taste of what you're going to get. I'm going to do this great intro, and I'm just going to fire you all up. But here's the thing is I'm going to have Doreen, John, wait with her outside the doors. So she won't be at the stage up front. She's going to be outside the doors at Heritage. I'm going to do the intro. We open the doors, Phil Collins, boop, 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 boop. And then she walks right in.
That's a rightful introduction for her.
Right?
I think that's awesome.
Ooh, we got this one figured out, Alicia. And by the way, I'm going to have somebody film your reaction to it as you're walking into the room. And then probably as you slap me and kick me down on this stage, but it's coming, Alicia. We love you. So anyway, so we are talking about August 7th out in Dallas, and we are going to drop then, right, John? It's so hard to talk about this because we can't talk about it.
It's frustrating talking about it. We kind of probably sound like idiots trying to explain it without explaining it, but all we can really say is just hold on tight. This is something that I don't think anybody is expecting, or maybe some are, who knows, but it is like nothing else in the industry, and it is going to change how we approach education and how we view our community, and especially the pool pros out there, and the level of resources and education that they're able to receive, kind of all wrapped up in, it's kind of hard, but trust me, it's a game changer. And I know that word's been thrown around a lot lately, but this will definitely rock the industry, not just lightly, but rock the industry. We're going to be hitting it or coming out with the bang for sure. And it's here to stay. So this has been a dream of ours for many years and has been always been a part of the plan and a part of our roadmap. But came a little bit sooner because things have been moving pretty swiftly. We're just happy to do it. And we're going to be inviting a bunch of folks out there. I think it might even be a multiple day event.
Yeah.
So
we're getting
stay tuned. We're going to get more and more details to follow. Sorry for being so vague, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Anybody who has the opportunity to come out on August 7th, let us know so that we can reserve a spot for you guys.
There you go. It's going to be kind of reserved spots. And we already have people coming out from Florida, California, Arizona. We got Antonio and Sarah. They're going to be coming back on the 7th, which I get to see Sarah next week. And then she turns around and a couple weeks later comes back for August 7th, and then turns around and comes back for the Women's Summit. So Sarah's going to be traveling all over the place. But trust me, this is going to be a game changer for the industry. So if you guys want to go, send us a message. It's going to be by invitation. But trust me, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be a great time for all the pool pros out there. So anyways, let me come back to this really quick, and then we'll get started. So let's see here. Alicia, Doreen says that she's in charge of the PowerPoint deck, so they can talk all they want. But you know what? I got a little portable speaker, John, that I can kind of jump over Doreen's PowerPoint presentation and we can drop it. August 7th is going to be epic. Can't wait. Brian, my question to you is, are you going to be there August 7th? And then
you better be.
Big shout out to Todd out in Arizona, Ripple Effect. Big shout out to you guys. Hey, what about Mr. Howard Pringle? Could we get him to come? Do you think he would come?
Dude, I'd love for Howard to come.
Howard.
You know? But he's out in North Carolina now.
Yeah, he's in the Carolinas, I think. So,
yeah, he's out in North Carolina. But I think he's dabbing back into the pool industry, though.
So he should. Yeah. So Howard, you should definitely kind of come back and play with us over here. It's going to be a great time. So anyway, sorry, were you going to say something?
No, I was just going to say, I mean, so as far as that, I mean, it's hard for us to really keep talking about it, but I just wanted to say, let's not forget, right after that event, we have our boot camp, our special boot camp that we're going to be doing out in Venice, in Irvine. Wow, I'm like losing my mind. Venice Beach, right? It's going to be perfect.
It's going to be really good.
Yeah, we're going to have our boot camp with Hayward on September 19th, right? If I'm correct on the date. So those of you that are in the SoCal area or anybody else, if you guys want to fly out and join us, let us know. We haven't quite opened up registration for it yet, but this is going to be a specialized boot camp that is going to be strictly with our friends over at Hayward. And we're going to be talking nothing but Hayward and doing some pretty badass hands-on courses there at their new facility, at their hub.
And then, and also check out, because next week we got Hayward.
So, I know.
So we're gonna be doing some stuff that I kind of can't talk about just yet, even though I kind of spilled a little bit of the tea there. But we're gonna definitely talk about that, and it'll be exciting next week. It'll be a crazy busy week, John, next week, but it's gonna be a good week.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We got our calendar, and then after that, we got the awards, right?
Yeah, so I want to talk today, John. I want to talk about, obviously, the Pool Nation Awards nomination is open, and we've already got a whole bunch of people getting out there and nominating. I want to talk a little bit today, and we haven't done this in the past, but I want to go back and talk about the whole beginning of it and kind of what it's turned into, and over the years, how it's kind of continued to grow and stuff like that, and kind of talk about some of those details.
First year, remember?
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I was thinking about it, but funny enough, on my phone today came a memory of Dylan out here, Primal Pools. And actually, I called you because I had never installed one of those UVs. You remember that?
Yes.
And I had never installed one. So we went over to his parents' house and he wanted to change all of the equipment. So he called me up and I'm like, let's go out there. I'll show you. I'll teach you how to change all the equipment and stuff. So we literally changed everything on the pad. We changed the filter. We changed the pump. They had a Hayward salt system that was on there. And then he wanted to put one of those UV systems in from Pentair.
Yeah.
And I had never put one in. And so I had to call you and be like, okay, bro, like I'm putting this thing up. And then I remember that we had to put it up and it had to be like really high up on his fence. And it was, so anyway, so the memory came into my phone today. You know how your phone sends you memories. And those were kind of coming up from those good old days, having him help him out. And the reason I was thinking about it, because he went to the very first Pool Nation Awards. And so just kind of took me down that memory lane. So want to talk about that. But before we get into it, everybody, nominations are officially open. Go to poolnationawards.com. You're able to submit a nomination, and we'll kind of go through some of the categories. We'll talk about the ones that the Pool Pros changed. We'll talk about some of the things that we're thinking about for next year with regard to some categories. There's a couple of categories that every year the Pool Pros come back to us and say, can you change this one? Can you change that one? So one of the things that we're thinking about doing is having 2 categories that we make sure that kind of change every year. And not all of them change every year, but there's a couple that we can kind of set up so that they change every couple of years. But we could also talk about, John, the categories that we used to have that we no longer have. We used to have test kit and net and stuff like that. The Pool Pros have wanted to change those over the years. But let me go through the list really quick. So obviously we have automation of the year. We still have best truck wrap of the year. This year, a new one into the categories, and this was the Pool Pros on the Instagram Live, and that was best warranty after sales. We got
the best warranty, not warranty offered, but best warranty center or service after the sale. So we're talking about a person or a company, right?
Yep. So we really want those service departments to be nominated for those that are helping the Pool Pros out there, taking their calls and helping them out in the field. Then we have builder of the year. We've got distributor of the year. We've got filter of the year, heat pump of the year, heater of the year. This one was requested to be changed a little bit, John, and this was industry innovation / innovator of the year. So they kind of wanted it to be not just a product, but maybe it's a person that has been innovative.
It makes sense. Yeah. And I think, well, one, we got to remember our whole focus behind Pool Nation and our awards is the people, right? And we want to celebrate the people out there. And when it comes down to products, there are a lot of neat products that come out, but sometimes not necessarily new and innovative products come out every single year, especially in our industry. Thank God the last few years have been a blessing to us, and we're really starting to see newer products come up to where we're kind of getting with the times when it comes down to technology. But wrapping that up, and it not only including a product, because that's still part of it, but also opening it up to a person or a company or something that is doing something innovative for the industry as a whole seem to be more popular. I have to agree with this one. So I'm excited about this one.
And we're seeing a lot of the Pool Pros really kind of wanting to recognize even more and more people.
Sure.
And that's been one of the conversation. And it's like, oh, well, let's get rid of this one so that we can recognize more people and more people. And I think we have to have a balance, but that's obviously kind of our passion, is really being able to recognize people in the industry. The next one, John, is obviously the big 2 of the night, which is the Pool Girl and the Pool Guy of the year. And then from there, we go to Pool Service Company. We go to Retailer of the Year, Sales Rep Group of the Year, Salt System of the Year, Trailblazer. And this one was another one that was requested that was changed. So we had Woman Trailblazer of the Year. And there's a lot of the Pool Pros that said, hey, that should kind of be Trailblazer, somebody that's a trailblazer in the industry. So we made the change to that one as well. And then we have Trainer of the Year, which this year is Mr. Rocco Russo. Big congratulations again to him out there. And then we have Variable Speed Pump. And then we have the 30 under 40 female and the 30 under 40 male. Now, those are nominated through the Pool Pro magazine, and then they will send us the ones that are going into voting for that. So, and then obviously, John, we've got the Hall of Fame. We've got the Bob Lowry Lifetime Achievement Award. We've got the Edgar, Zach, and John Award for the night. But those are not categories that people vote for. But we are looking forward to that. And I actually need to reach out to the people that were nominated for the Hall of Fame last year, because we got to get their jackets all set up and going for this year. So it's crazy. It's crazy that we're in June and we're already talking about the Pool Nation winners, John. It is absolutely amazing. So what I recommend for you out there is go out there and nominate. And one of the things that happens is, unfortunately, we have to do nominations and we have to do voting during the summertime because the awards are in November. And I know what happens to a lot of us out there. We're busy, we're hustling, we say we're going to do it later. And then what you don't want to do is have somebody in mind that you want to nominate and the time gets away from you. And we've really made the process very easy. You can kind of get in there, nominate the person, add a picture or two. You can add a description. Hey, the beauty of 2026, John, is the beauty of AI. So if you really kind of are a loss for words as to what to say, then what I really kind of recommend that you do is we've added an AI tool into it, kind of click on it, and then you will be able to enhance that.
Yeah. Make it a little bit better than I nominate this person because they're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So each and every nominee that's up there, everyone's taken into consideration, obviously, and it goes by how many votes. And then we need to have, if we can have we don't know everybody, so a profile picture would be very nice to know who they are, especially the companies they work for, or company they work for, what they do, and why you believe that they deserve to be nominated or to win the award would be greatly appreciated. And like Edgar said, we know it's tough, but we've tried to make it as simple as possible. We'll literally only take you 5 minutes. Just log on, and if you need any help, especially, just shoot us a message, either DM us, or if you have our number, give us a call. We'll guide you through it and help you. Or if you have our Pullman University app, you can download that, log in, and you can always send us a direct message from there too, and we'll be able to get you squared away.
Yeah, we do have a support button right up at the top of the page. So if you bump into any problems, just hit the support and the team will kind of get back to you right away. So you can also do that. But feel free to reach out to us. Absolutely. We'll take your calls. We'll help you out through anything that goes through. But get out there and nominate, and looking forward to opening. The nominations will be announced August 19th. That is going to be the night before the Women's Summit out here in Dallas, Texas, like we normally do. We're going to do our Instagram Live, and we will announce all the nominees. And then that night at 9:00 at night, voting will actually open for the Pool Nation Awards.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. So,
all right. So let's get nostalgic. Are you ready?
Let's get a little nostalgic here, John. So my question to you, and I think a lot of people at this stage understand how passionate we are about celebrating people in the industry, right? I think that's one of the important things. And I think a lot of people remember our story and why it became so important for us, especially sharing the story with Bob Lowry. So for those of you that don't know, Bob Lowry, legend in our industry, wrote 21 books on water chemistry. Most of what's talked about with water chemistry was Bob Lowry. He used to be on the podcast with us once a month, Instagram Live with us once a month. We used to talk water chemistry, and we wanted to do, when we did the first Pool Nations Awards, we nominated him for the Lifetime Achievement Award. And unfortunately, he was not well. He was out, he lived in Peru. And so he was going to try to come up, and he couldn't make it up because he had an illness. And unfortunately, that night, the first time that we did a Pool Nation Awards and gave him the Lifetime Achievement Award, about an hour after, and I'll never forget, John, it was you walking on the inside, we were on the sidewalk, and you were to the inside, Janie was in the middle, and I was over to the left. And we were walking, and we got the call from his wife, Sylvia, that Bob had passed away about an hour after the awards were opened. And that really just kind of cemented to us, because Bob was in the industry for 40 years and was never recognized. And so we knew that we wanted to do the awards, which we had done, but that just kind of cemented from then on our passion for it. And I think the more we do it, John, the more passionate we are about it.
It is. And I remember when we all sat down and we were thinking, and we came up with this crazy idea of doing these awards. And, at first we threw it out there as like wouldn't this be awesome? And we spoke about it in this grand gesture of it being like the Oscars, it being like this and that. And coming from where we were when we first started, and it kind of felt like it was a pipe dream almost. Like that would be amazing, but who could really pull that off? And then we looked at each other and we're like, we can do this. You know what I mean? And if we don't do this, who else is going to do this? And I recall when we were going through these categories, I was stuck on the Lifetime Achievement Award, especially because I always felt that as a society, and especially us as an industry, we tend to only celebrate accomplishments in people after they're gone, right? When we talked about this, and that's how one of the reasons why we brought up the Hall of Fame and stuff like that. It's usually after people have left us or left the industry, we start to celebrate them and remember
how awesome
what they've done. Yeah. But And that's a beautiful thing. And I think we should do that. But we miss out on years worth of our opportunities and chances to actually interact and know these people beforehand if we only took the time to actually celebrate them while they were still here with us. And that's kind of how it was born, and said, hey, look, we have these rock stars in the industry that are there, that are doing this stuff selflessly. And every single day, they're trying to better themselves, better the industry. They mentor, they coach, they teach, they help, they've changed lives. And we don't celebrate them enough. And that's why we created this. And that was one of the reasons. And with Bob, it really hit home because we did it for that reason, because we wanted to do this for him.
He had never, 40 years in the industry, never celebrated.
And when we presented him with it and let him know that and he told us that, it was like, we didn't know that prior.
We
right?
didn't.
Bob
We did not.
He wasn't a very guy that goes, oh, nobody ever gave me that. He never talked about it. And when we presented it to him, you can see how much it affected him. And it was like important it was to him that he felt that somebody realized that and recognized the sacrifices and the effort that he's put in. And it touched his heart. And in turn, it did the same for us. So to be able to honor him with that award was something special, but it was bittersweet because, of course, he wasn't able to be there to accept it. But what was beautiful about it, that he recorded that video clip that we got to play, right? Which was kind of heart-wrenching.
And then from there, after that moment, obviously, I remember that night, John, and we were talking to, it was two people that mentioned it, and Terry was one of them. And we just knew right then and there that it needed to be rebranded, and it needed to be the Bob Lowry Lifetime Achievement Award. And so we called his wife and asked for permission, and she said, absolutely. And that's why we kind of changed it to the Bob Lowry Lifetime Achievement Award. And they're important. And from there, the first year we didn't do the Hall of Fame, but that was another thing, right? We wanted to celebrate people in the industry, but it's exactly what you're saying, John. I think what's important for us is we want the people to be celebrated while they're still alive, while they're still in the industry.
We need them to be celebrated, yes.
We know that, and they know that they're making a difference in this industry, because it is one, unfortunately, that we don't. And then the other thing, John, is where we wanted to go different is, and people bring this up every once in a while and they talk about it, and some people will go, oh, well, it's kind of like a popularity contest, but we wanted to do something different, right? There are other awards in the industry. There's the PHTA does their awards of excellence, and every show now does awards and stuff like that. But most of the time you have to be part of those groups in order to be able to get those awards. And really what we wanted to do is we wanted to do something different where it didn't matter who it was, they can get nominated. Anybody has a chance to win. And the interesting thing that happens over the years is people goes, oh, well, a lot of the bigger companies will win. And what we actually see is that's not always the case. What happens is you have a company that goes out there and supports a lot of pool pros. And then those pool pros in return, because of the relationship, because of the help that they give the pool pros, they feel like they need to get out there and vote for those people. And it's kind of nice to see and create something different in the industry, right? And I'm not knocking the other awards or any of that kind of stuff. We just wanted to kind of do something different. And people joke around a lot of the times, John, is like, oh, well, this company won. And I remember one year somebody came to me and goes, oh, well, come on, Edgar, do you think that product is better than the other products? I can't believe that they won. And I'm like, look, we don't choose, we don't vote. I go, but did you vote? And they were like, no. I go, there's my point. I go, if you didn't get out there and you didn't vote and support the product that you wanted, they're not going to win. So you have to get out there and you have to support those people in those categories in order for those people to win. And look, we created our own category. It's the Edgar, Zach, and John Award. And we created it on purpose because we're not allowed to vote. We're not allowed to have anything to do with it. And so kind of wanted to be able to have our award so that we feel, right, John, that it was fair, that we're like, okay, well, we at least kind of get to give a say in one of the awards. And our award is really a lot of times people that make a difference in the industry, but maybe are not at the forefront, right? Maybe it's a lot of the people that are kind of in the background doing a lot of the work that don't like to be with their face on social media and podcasts and doing all these other things. But they're very deserving. Like a guy like Stan, right, for the Western show, and has always, did the education for decades for them. Yeah. And it's kind of neat.
Yeah. And look, and again, to add a little bit more to the point about the process, our whole mission is to unify the service side of the industry, right? And to give them a voice, give the boys and the girls out there that are hustling every single day a voice in the matter, and to have something and to say something, and for their opinion to matter. And it's simply put, I mean, it is basically saying, hey, based off of the people that are out there every single day that are working with these things, not only putting them in, but the people that are servicing them and having to work with these products, what's their choice? The people's choice. And that is what we're all about. And it is for the pool pros, by the pool pros. And there's a reason behind that saying. And may the best product win based off of that, not on how many sales they had or what distribution,
how much revenue they bring in,
or what board members think this or that. That doesn't matter, right? The opinion of me, right? The guy
that's out in the field.
That's out in the fields actually working on the product that usually doesn't have a voice, because they might only have 50 pools or 30 pools, and people look at them as if they're not important. And that's the unfortunate truth that we faced in the industry in the past. Yeah.
We drive 70% of the industry. Yeah, we drive that. And look, right now, the way that the industry is right now, it's the pool pros. It's the aftermarket that's driving the business. We all know that the building side,
especially now, right? Yeah. Edgar, come on. We see this cycle we talk about it every single time, right? And we see it coming. You know what I mean? Builds are up. Oh, the attention's here, right? You know what I mean? And then when shit hits the fan and things start to slow down a little bit, right? And things aren't as crazy as popping off as they were before, where does everything go? Where does all the attention and the incentives go to, right? It's to the aftermarket portion of the business and to the service pros that are out there.
Just like it is right now.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But again, that's the whole purpose behind it. And if you feel passionate about a certain product or a person, this is where you need to jump in and vote and play your part and do your part. And that's why we open it to everybody. Anybody could do this. And look, every year, obviously, the first year was our first year. We had votes, right? But that's a drop in the bucket compared to where we're at now. I mean, we had like tens of thousands of votes past year, dude. And so we're talking about a serious sample of pool pros and people that are in the industry. So if you haven't heard about it, or if you didn't participate before, make sure you do this year, because it's going to be even bigger than ever.
It is going to be great. John, let's do this. Let's take a quick word from our sponsors. When we come back, we will continue.
Hey, pool pros, you're already at the pool. You're already trusted by the homeowner. So why are you leaving pool deck renovation money on the table? Cool for Pools is a roll-on pool deck coating that reduces surface temps by up to 38%, passes ADA slip resistance standards, and installs in under 3 days. No specialized labor, no tear out. Just clean it, coat it, and seal it. A 1,600 square foot job requires $2,500 in materials and bills at $12,800. That's over $10,000 in pre-labor profit. Add it to your next estimate. Ask your local Heritage or SCP locations about Cool today. Visit EncoreCoatings.com or call 888-776-2242. Pool pros have specific needs when it comes to general liability insurance. The SPPA program has you covered. With 3 tailored and customizable general liability options, SPPA makes it easy for pool pros to feel secure. Find out more and get covered at thesppa.com. U.S. Motors Neptune Variable Speed Motor provides a versatile replacement solution for all your pool pump motor needs. This motor can communicate with pool control systems, provide low voltage options to work with time clocks, and can be installed as a standalone pump motor. The Neptune motor can be easily installed on existing pumps, upgrading them to a variable speed pump without the need for replumbing. Enjoy energy savings and quiet operation by installing a Neptune Variable Speed Motor today. For more information and to find your local distributor, visit usmotors.com/pool. Blu-ray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blu-ray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blu-ray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at BluRayXL.com.
Blu-ray all day.
Meet the Pipeline Pump from Aquastar Pool Products, the next generation of variable speed pumps designed for serious efficiency. At its core is a high-performance permanent magnet motor that's totally enclosed and fan-cooled, delivering consistent energy-saving operation. Paired with Aquastar's patented high-efficiency volute design, the Pipeline Pump maintains optimal flow while cutting down on energy use. And it's not just efficient, it's incredibly quiet. Thanks to a high-tech rubber motor mount that absorbs vibrations and dampens sound, the Pipeline runs smooth and quiet by limiting turbulence. Its 2.5-inch internal frame ensures unrestricted water flow, and it's available in both 1.5 HP and 3.0 HP models, each with 2-inch and 2.5-inch union fittings for flexible and efficient installation. Experience the Pipeline difference: incredibly quiet operation, peak efficiency, and proven performance. Ask your supplier for the Pipeline Pump from Aquastar. Available now. Natural Chemistry, a leader in specialty water care solutions for over 30 years, is proud to provide products that make pool service easier than ever before. Its unique enzyme formulations in Pro Series Pro Blend improve efficiency of your pool program while reducing frequency of filter cleaning and scum lines. Natural Chemistry is also well known for its wide variety of phosphate removal solutions that include a non-clouding formula in Phos-Free and extremely high-range removal with Pro Series Phos Remove or Phos-Free Max. Save time, save money, save work with Pro Series products. Stop sacrificing durability or efficiency with the help of Raypak's new Avia HD models that utilize NITEC, their exclusive industry-first technology. NITEC heat exchanger technology is Raypak's latest solution to superior strength and maximum efficiency when it comes to residential pool heating. With 900% more nickel compared to copper nickel in critical surfaces, NITEC creates an ideal surface to protect against scale formation and erosion without compromising on Avia's 84% thermal efficiency. Learn more at raypak.com/NITEC. The next evolution in lighting is here. Universal Color Logic 2.0 from Hayward. The latest in pool and spa lighting was designed with you in mind, making installation a breeze. Upgrades include a detachable cord and first-of-a-kind adjustable lower catch to overcome variations in plaster thickness. As always, Universal Color Logic lights retrofit into virtually any in-ground pool or spa while delivering industry-leading, vibrant color. Visit Hayward.com to discover more.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pool Nation Live podcast. Having a conversation with John here about the Pool Nation Awards. They're talking about spilling some tea for August 7th. That's going to be going down. So if you guys want to know more about that, reach out. We can kind of give you some details of where it's going to be. And if your guys are going to be able to make it out, it's exciting. Looking forward to it. So, John, let me go back and ask you and see if you reminisce a little bit on the awards like I do. Because I remember the first year that we put it together, and there was somebody that needed to kind of come and receive an award for a different company. And I remember that he had something to do that night. He had dinner reservations or whatever. So he just kind of reached out and he was just kind of thinking, where can I just go pick up this award? And he thought
that's what everybody's used to.
Yeah.
Right?
And he thought that we were going to be giving awards away at our booth, that he was going to walk by our booth and kind of pick up an award. And I remember afterwards when I talked to him and stuff like that, and he was like super impressed. He goes, okay, Edgar, I really thought that when you were saying Pool Nation Awards, I just need to go by a booth and pick up the award and take off. And we thought that it was going to be, I don't know, like 70 or 80 people. It ended up being 120 people. I do remember that I almost fell off the stage. I do remember that part. I don't know if you remember. I kept walking back and then you guys grabbed me and I was like, woo, I would have kept going backwards.
No, I don't remember that.
Off of the stage.
What I remember is looking to go to that part too, because when we look, our friends over at the International Show have been absolutely amazing. We've had a partnership with them over the past years where we exclusively are doing our Pool Nation Awards there. And when we had our idea, much love to them, right, for the support, right, and giving us a venue to be able to do that. But when we first started with it, again, and not saying anything with them, but just as an industry norm, because these awards, having awards or giving out awards, like you said, Edgar, earlier, that it's not a new concept, right? But how we went about creating, or the purpose behind it, and the amount of effort behind it and celebration, I think is unique to the industry, the way we do it. And we had a vision of it, and we talked about it. And I remember when we were, clearly you and I, we were walking and looking for rooms, and you're telling me, John, this is a room that they're thinking that we're going to go in, or that we're going to be in to do the awards. And I don't know. I think he said, I don't think it's going to work. And
this is not going to work. This is not going to happen.
And we walk down there, and I look in there, and it's, of course, it's just like a little room, like a little classroom, like an area that you would expect.
Ceiling was really low.
And I was like, oh no, yeah, you're right. This is no way. And we're like, this has to, what do we need to do? And I'm like, dude, here's my credit card. What if we have to pay for something more? We're going to pay for it, do whatever.
We're willing to do whatever.
Whatever, right? I go, but no, we can't. We're hyping it up. We're talking about it. We have this vision, and there's no way we can accomplish it in this. And we ended up getting the biggest room that they had, the ballroom, right?
And we have to thank Megan Magana, because she was with the show.
Of course,
and she stepped in, and she was like, "We got you. That's not going to happen. Let's go." And she went over and pulled for the convention center, pulled the food and beverage guy, pulled the rooms guy, pulled everybody, and was just like, okay, we need to solve this. This isn't going to work. And we had pulled the AV guy, because they needed to set up the stage. They needed to do all those things. And for them to kind of come through. And John, to be honest with you, they were the ones that gave us a break, right? Because we had talked to them.
They did.
And nobody saw the vision. Nobody saw it. And they were just like, absolutely, we see it. We see what the vision is. They came through, and we've got a great relationship with them. I mean, everybody knows that's where we do the Pool Nation Awards. That's where we do the $25,000 Pool Pro Challenge. That's where we do a lot of our education. But it's because of that. It's because they saw the vision early, when nobody was able to see the vision and wanted to partner with us. So a big, huge thanks to everybody at Informa and the PSP Expo show.
Yeah, for sure. And then look, and every year it's just gotten bigger and better and better and better, right? But that first year was something else.
The problem that we have now, John, is the cost and even the after party. It's like, I mean, last year and the year before, we had like 500. We had to cut it off, because it's like,
well, there isn't a ballroom big enough in the area for us to be able to do it.
And we would go bigger, but it's hard, right? It's tough to do that. I do want to apologize to you, because this year we have, Doreen and I were talking about it yesterday, which will bring you into the loop, but we were talking about the schedule this year, right? Because it's going to be in New Orleans. And so we'll announce the venue, but the awards are going to be on Wednesday, the 18th, from 6 to 7 will be dinner, 7 to 9, 9:30 will be the awards. And then we'll go to the HASA after party right after that and celebrate like we normally do. And a big, huge shout out to HASA, because HASA, Mr. Terry Arco stepped in and was like, we got this, when we spoke to Michelle, which won Pool Girl of the Year. And she came to us at another event, and Terry was standing next to us and having a conversation. She said, you guys need to do something. I went to Vegas, I won, and after the awards were over, I had nobody to celebrate. I had to kind of go down the strip, and she took her trophy and she was gambling with her trophy, and people were excited. And
that was Michelle, right?
Yeah, that was Michelle. And then she's like, we need to do something. Terry's like, I got this. HASA will throw a party. And now HASA is kind of throwing the biggest party of the year at the awards, at the after party. So big, huge shout out to them, because they've just done absolutely amazing job and kind of partnering with us on that award and celebrating the industry. And we talked to them, hey, do you want to sponsor? They're like, absolutely. That's such a big spotlight to celebrate the industry. So,
well, it's true. Every year, right, we have a conversation. We go, okay, well, this year it's going to be this much. We're getting bigger and bigger. Let's talk. Are they going to be? We have to come up with contingency plans and stuff like that, because because it's going to happen one way or the other.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And we got to figure it out. But kudos to HASA, much love, without a doubt and hesitation. Every single year, they're like, yep, we want to do it. So it's pretty awesome.
So let me ask you, I know it's hard, but out of all the categories, is there one that really just kind of stands out for you?
There's a couple.
I know mine.
Look, there are a couple that really, and I'm going to talk specifically as far as people. Products are great. Yeah. Products are great. But for me, I think I've always had the pool guy and the pool girl of the year, to me, has always been like my thing, right? And because, and we've shown over the years that usually the only companies and the people that get accolades and recognition are the ones that are there with usually have 1,000 pools, 1,500 pools, 2,000 pools, and people that have been established and out there forever, right? Companies of the year, pool guys of the year, whatever. Those are the people that get all the attention, where this is somebody who doesn't necessarily, there's so many unsung heroes out there that choose not to be the biggest company, right? And go out there and have an amazing positive impact on our industry, and are able to build a company and impact their community, and whether it's 1 or 2 or 3 employees or no employees, and they go unseen, sight unseen, simply because they're not doing $1 million in equipment sales from the vendors and the manufacturers. Right. And I find that a shame. I get it, but it doesn't necessarily make it right. And by being able to celebrate those people, I think that award just kind of holds a spot in my heart that I love. And then the other one, which is a close one, is, especially now too, anybody who's an innovator or a trailblazer or somebody who's positively looking to better our industry, right? That comes to a close second. I think they're very important, and they should also be celebrated and congratulated and encouraged to do more of it, so others can see that and feel like it's okay for them to step outside the box and innovate or try to make themselves and their industry better. So I know I wasn't really one of them. That's kind of 3 of them, but those are the ones that that mean the most to me.
Thank you for giving me the one, John.
Yeah, exactly.
So, no, to me, at the end of the day, John, we created the awards for the pool pros, and to me, the 2 that I'm passionate about, and I'm passionate about a lot of them, but it is the pool guy and the pool girl of the year, right? Those are the people that we celebrate in our industry. Those are the ones out there hustling that drive our industry. And we talk about it. It's 70% of this industry is driven by the aftermarket. And it's those pool pros that are out there hustling. It's those pool pros, John, that start doing pools on their own. They start with 0 and they grow their empires, right? And they drive the industry forward. And how many times have we not seen it where people are part of the Pool Nation community and they've got almost no pools, and then next thing you know, they've got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 pools, right? And they're building these big empires, and those are the people that drive our industry. And I think those are the people that deserve the accolades and deserve the recognition. And I'm not saying that all the other ones don't, because we're very passionate about the Hall of Fame and the Trainer of the Year and Sales Rep of the Year and all those things, right? But we kind of created the awards to celebrate the pool pros of the industry. So I'm always really passionate. I'm always excited. And the way that we position them all the way at the end of the night, right? Like they're the 2 big awards of the night. I always kind of get really excited. And what's exciting is, obviously, I get to know who these people are, because obviously we get the awards, and I've made the mistake where I haven't checked the awards and then we misspelled the name and we had to fix it, right? But yeah, it's kind of fun to be able to kind of sit in that room and be able to watch these people get nominated and win and be recognized, and really not expecting it, because a lot of them keep saying the same thing. I don't deserve it, or not enough people know me, or there's no way I'm going to win because there's so many other powerhouses that I'm competing against, and you never know. And so it's kind of fun to see them, John, when they open that envelope and they say their name and their faces and the shock.
No, 1,000%. And it never gets old, right? And every year it just gets it just gets better. And people, not only that, but what I love about it too is the focus, the attention, and the speeches, the pre-speeches being told, where people are up there and celebrating wins and talking about positive impacts on the industry and introducing people, the passing of the torch from one pro, right? One winner from the previous year to the next year, right? And seeing it. And I just think it's awesome, man, because we have a thankless job. And for those that are out there hustling and doing it on their own, especially, and they go out there and they bust their ass for 12 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week, and and they feel like they live in this tiny little bubble and nobody really understands or sees what they're going through, but they do it anyways because they do for their family. And
Yep.
to be able to let their hair down and clean up a little bit and have a night that's specifically designed for them, where the spotlight is on the little guy and the gal, right?
Yeah.
Opposed to usually the heads of the presidents and the CEOs and all the top brass from the bigger organizations. They're all there in audience as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they're there to celebrate them
And to support them, right?
And to support them, for sure.
And there is, and I know people are probably sick and tired of me saying this, but you can't put into words the feeling of being in that room with 500 pool pros from across the globe. Last year, we had 2 pool pros that came from India. I mean, we've got the guys from Puerto Rico that always come back. We got people from Argentina that come.
We got people from Australia.
And so there's this brotherhood and there's this sisterhood that exists in our industry. And that is because most pool pros are willing to help their competitors. Even though they're competitors, they're willing to help them because everybody knows there's enough pools for everybody. And if we help each other, we're all going to rise, right? And so there is that magical part of it where it's nothing but pool pros coming together in that room and being able to kind of speak that same magical language, right? And John, it's like a lot of the interactions that you see are people that might be introverts, but they know that when they come into this room, it's brotherhood, it's sisterhood, and you see people just go talk to all these different people and share their stories and celebrate and win and all these things. And so it's something that is very unique and is very rare for an event. And it's just the best word to describe it. It's almost like this magical evening of just hanging out with all these people that you're passionate about.
Yeah, for sure. Well deserving, and then a wonderful night of a good time, right? But
party. So it's a great time. So, John, let's take our final word from our sponsors. When we come back, we're going to talk one more time about where people can go nominate, when the voting is going to open. And I want to get your final thoughts. We'll be right back.
Hey, pool pros, you're already at the pool. You're already trusted by the homeowner. So why are you leaving pool deck renovation money on the table? Cool for Pools is a roll-on pool deck coating that reduces surface temps by up to 38%, passes ADA slip resistance standards, and installs in under 3 days. No specialized labor, no tear out. Just clean it, coat it, and seal it. A 1,600 square foot job requires $2,500 in materials and bills at $12,800. That's over $10,000 in pre-labor profit. Add it to your next estimate. Ask your local Heritage or SCP locations about Cool today. Visit EncoreCoatings.com or call 888-776-2242. Pool pros have specific needs when it comes to general liability insurance. The SPPA program has you covered. With 3 tailored and customizable general liability options, SPPA makes it easy for pool pros to feel secure. Find out more and get covered at thesppa.com. U.S. Motors Neptune Variable Speed Motor provides a versatile replacement solution for all your pool pump motor needs. This motor can communicate with pool control systems, provide low voltage options to work with time clocks, and can be installed as a standalone pump motor. The Neptune motor can be easily installed on existing pumps, upgrading them to a variable speed pump without the need for replumbing. Enjoy energy savings and quiet operation by installing a Neptune Variable Speed Motor today. For more information and to find your local distributor, visit usmotors.com/pool. Blu-ray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blu-ray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blu-ray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at BluRayXL.com.
Blu-ray all day.
Meet the Pipeline Pump from Aquastar Pool Products, the next generation of variable speed pumps designed for serious efficiency. At its core is a high-performance permanent magnet motor that's totally enclosed and fan-cooled, delivering consistent energy-saving operation. Paired with Aquastar's patented high-efficiency volute design, the Pipeline Pump maintains optimal flow while cutting down on energy use. And it's not just efficient, it's incredibly quiet. Thanks to a high-tech rubber motor mount that absorbs vibrations and dampens sound, the pipeline runs smooth and quiet by limiting turbulence. Its 2.5-inch internal frame ensures unrestricted water flow, and it's available in both 1.5 HP and 3.0 HP models, each with 2-inch and 2.5-inch union fittings for flexible and efficient installation. Experience the pipeline difference: incredibly quiet operation, peak efficiency, and proven performance. Ask your supplier for the Pipeline Pump from Aquastar. Available now. Natural Chemistry, a leader in specialty water care solutions for over 30 years, is proud to provide products that make pool service easier than ever before. Its unique enzyme formulations in Pro Series Pro Blend improve efficiency of your pool program while reducing frequency of filter cleaning and scum lines. Natural Chemistry is also well known for its wide variety of phosphate removal solutions that include a non-clouding formula in Phos-Free and extremely high-range removal with Pro Series Phos Remove or Phos-Free Max. Save time, save money, save work with Pro Series products. Stop sacrificing durability or efficiency with the help of Raypak's new Avia HD models that utilize NITEC, their exclusive industry-first technology. NITEC heat exchanger technology is Raypak's latest solution to superior strength and maximum efficiency when it comes to residential pool heating. With 900% more nickel compared to copper nickel in critical surfaces, NITEC creates an ideal surface to protect against scale formation and erosion without compromising on Avia's 84% thermal efficiency. Learn more at raypak.com/NITEC. The next evolution in lighting is here. Universal Color Logic 2.0 from Hayward. The latest in pool and spa lighting was designed with you in mind, making installation a breeze. Upgrades include a detachable cord and first-of-a-kind adjustable lower catch to overcome variations in plaster thickness. As always, Universal Color Logic lights retrofit into virtually any in-ground pool or spa while delivering industry-leading, vibrant color. Visit Hayward.com to discover more.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pool Nation Live podcast. We continue our conversation with Mr. JJ Flawless. We're talking about the Pool Nation Awards. They are going to be held Wednesday, November 18th at the PSP Expo in New Orleans. Talk about fun time. I'm really looking forward to going to New Orleans, John. I hear it's a blast.
I hear it is too. I'm just a little worried about the humidity there.
Yeah,
I don't do well.
You're going to be indoors most of the time.
But I'm going to be indoors. Yeah,
you're going to be indoors most of the time. But look, hey, we've got the first day. We've got the qualifiers for the $25,000 Pool Pro Challenge. There are going to be more prizes that are going to attach to that. We've already been talking to some people. So that's going to be epic. We're going to talk about that soon. And then we've got the Pool Nation Awards on the Wednesday night. And then on Thursday morning, John, we do the $25,000 Pool Pro Challenge. And I'm excited for that one.
$25,000.
25. And look,
dude,
there's more prizes. There's more prizes coming for that.
I love it. Look, and again, it just goes back to our amazing partners, right? And stepping up to the plate and recognizing these events that we're doing and wanting to get behind them and support them. But we created this Pool Pro Challenge, World Championship, and at $10,000, we thought, wow, that was ambitious at first. How are we going to raise this? How are we going to do it? That's a good chunk of money.
A lot of money.
And we were able to secure the funding, right, and get it. Our partners stepped up to the plate and made it happen. And we're like, this is awesome. Not only that, but you get the World Championship belt for the winner. And the event went really well. And it went so well that as soon as we were done, right, it was like a month worth of messages and phone calls of people wanting to participate in the next one. And how do I get involved? And how do I do this? And put me down for it. Remember all the messages and everything that was there?
Yep.
And we're like, wow, we really got something good here, and the people love it and they enjoyed it, and it was quite the event, especially for those that weren't there and didn't see it. But we had on the sales floor, on the show floor at the international show, where we had the top 3 finalists compete, The challenge that I had for them was the 3 building a complete pad, and the crowd that we had there and the people that were excited watching it was just really neat. So we said, hey, we got to do something bigger and better. And it evolved to 20,000. And then now it's $25,000 all in 1 year. We go from 10 to 25,000. I'm not quite sure where we're going to go next year.
Oh, well, here's the thing. It's going to be more than that, because I've already, which I hadn't shared with you, but there was some more people that reached out that wanted to put some more prizes into it. So
look,
so we got to talk about those, John, and we got to.
Yeah, this is $25,000 cash plus product, right?
Yep.
So, and this is a little hefty payday, and anybody who, and again, this is open to everybody and anybody, right? Whoever feels that they got what it takes and they want to show off their skills, you are welcome to come qualify. You can do it at our boot camps, or you can go out to the show and do it there as well. Yep. So just let us know. But this year, you're right. I am so excited about this one. And I got some tricks in store for the contenders.
Curveballs
We're gonna
right?
throw at them and make this one a little bit more interesting.
We're gonna have
last year. Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna contact everybody that qualifies. We're gonna contact one of their customers to come out and stand over their shoulders as they're doing the repair.
Right.
And then we're gonna cut the pad even smaller and then make them have to tweak over. And then I think your ideas of the big hot lights is good, John. The lights that are really hot so that they're just kind of sweating out there and doing. So looking forward to that. Hey, I have somebody over here. Do we have the baby yet? I said, no, not yet, but she is ready. And they said that baby is going to be so loved. So big shout out to you guys out there. John, excited about the awards, excited about the $25,000 championship, excited about everything that we have coming on, excited about August 7th as we put laser focus and kind of going into that. So obviously it's difficult to kind of talk about it without being able to say what it is, but I was sending out some messages to some people that were on the Instagram saying that they wanted to come out, just kind of trying to verify, kind of giving them some directions as to what hotels to stay at if they wanted to come out, but we are looking forward to it. John, send our regards and our love to Thalia. Let us know. And bro, I better get a call. I don't care if it's at 3:00 in the morning. I better get a message with a picture of that baby, or I'm going to be pissed.
Right.
I'm going to be pissed.
No, I got a laundry list of people that I got to send a picture to, but
you got a laundry list of people. That's not what I'm expecting you to say. What I'm expecting you to say is, bro, I got a laundry list of people, but you're number one on my list. That was my expectation.
Number 100%. You're always my number one, Edgar.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. So look, I ended up with getting Alicia making fun of me, and then you kind of closed the day and kind of gave me that.
You are my number one.
That number one that I need, and I appreciate that. Hey, don't say that in front of Janie. But anyways, John, thank you so much for joining us. Hey, you and I next Wednesday, we're going to have.
Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks, right? Edgar, thanks for joining. John, thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining. I appreciate you.
And hey, Wednesday we've got Chris from Blu-ray on Instagram Live. So come over and listen to us chat about obviously this year, all the algae issues. We will talk about the Blu-rays that we're going to go add to the Washington Memorial out there, and so to see if we can solve the algae and now the paint coming off of it. So we can.
How cool would it have been if we did like a sketch or like an Instagram post or social media post where we're filming us going out there with the 55-gallon drum or 55-pound drum or whatever of Blu-ray.
Getting arrested.
Yeah. Into the...
You know what we should do is we should have taken 5 or 6 pool pros out there to go fix that with you in 10 minutes, and be like, let's teach you how to fix this.
It is pretty comical, dude, that all this spent $14 million on, and literally within a week, dude, the thing looks like a friggin' swamp, bro.
And that's the thing, is it's not that it has a little bit of algae, it's like a swamp. But it's funny, John, because every pool pro that we talked to was like, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? What are they thinking?
Yeah.
And it's like,
and then sitting there with single gallons, you know what I mean, pouring it in on the side. And I'm like, dude, that thing's like over 2 million gallons, I think, of water and they're there 1 gallon at a time pouring shit in there, dude.
Did you see them? Did you see them with the, what are they called? Those pants that go up to your waist so you could be in the water, and they're like brushing.
The waiters,
And the waiters, and they're like, oh, we're brushing it. The news was like, they're brushing it over to the oxygen bubbles, that blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, that ain't going to do nothing.
Yeah. Dude, it was comical, dude. Yeah, but you know what's sad is that we pissed away $14 million for nothing. But whatever.
They could have called us. We could have.
They could have called us.
They could have called us. Cool, we would have been out there and kind of helped them with that.
Yeah,
we would have made 14 million, John.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, look, I get it, whatever. But the pool guy that said agreed with painting it. Come on, man.
Yeah,
dude,
we all know that it's like painting is always a bad idea. But anyways, hey, that's a whole different topic for a different podcast. Thanks so much, everybody. Hope that you guys have a great weekend, a long weekend for a lot of you that are off, and we'll catch you next Wednesday on the Instagram Live. Have a great one. Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Pool Nation podcast, a member of the Pool Nation family. You can listen to us live every Friday here at 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central, and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You can find us at Pool Nation or poolnationpodcast.com, on Facebook, or on Instagram at pool.nation. And to find more info about Pool Invoice, the billing software built specifically for the pool industry, go to poolinvoice.com. Before you go, this is what the pool industry has been waiting for. PoolmanUniversity.com. It's the first platform dedicated to learning the swimming pool service and repair industry. A pool service community where you can connect and find videos on business, service, water chemistry, and repairs. See you there at PoolmanUniversity.com.